Another video from the traveling series is out, and today it will be about London. Hi everybody, it's Semerad, your body language coach, and I hope you're gonna enjoy this video where I will talk about the specifics of body language of people who live in London, especially of Londoners. I will talk about London because I kind of fell in love with that city. I live here 1.5 years now, so I think I could spot it quite a lot of things about people who live here, and I want to share with you these things, so I hope you're gonna enjoy that. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to follow the channel and ring the bell, whatever how they call it or they do it. I don't know how to put there that icon as well, but it doesn't matter. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video. So the first very important thing I've noticed about the people who live in London, and especially English people at all, that they are very polite personalities. When they are meeting you, it's quite easy to talk to them because they are opening the conversation with how are you, and that's pretty easy to learn. So even when you are not an English person, you kind of fell for that phrase and you can start using it even when you are at home and they are not used to do it and they are not used to answer that question. So the personalities, the people here in England, in London, are very polite, and it sometimes even can feel like they are faking it. I don't know if they are faking it or not, but it feels very nice because by that politeness they are telling you that they respect you, that you have their attention, and it's a very nice feeling. So whenever you are talking to an English person, you are feeling like you're respected, like you are someone with a worth. Yeah, of course there are some people who take away from you that a good feeling. They are taking away that worth from you by shouting at you. For example, when you're working at a hospitality industry, they can do it as well. I'm not telling that they can't, but most of them are very polite, so it feels very nice to be there and even work in the hospitality industry for them. I know it myself because I myself work at a cafe, so I kind of can observe these type of movements, this type of behavior. So the politeness is very important, the first and the very important major personality trait of people living here. And you can notice that when they are greeting you with that "hi, how are you," they are also smiling at you, and sometimes they don't care about the answer, but anyway it left you with that nice feeling that they even asked. When you cross their path, they apologize you, they say sorry and smile, even when you are the one who caused that. So it really feels nice when you both say sorry, smile at each other, and mind your own business. I didn't notice that even, for example, in Czech Republic where I used to grow up, or not at that extent in Sweden, which was in the first video. So this is a very important trait that I kind of fell in love with, and I'd like to bring it to Czech Republic one day, so the people could feel that they have worth by just these small things that are not rooted in the Czech mentality. Another point that is very nice, and it feels very nice as well, is the standard of clothing in England, in London. The people here are normally wearing their suits, even if they are not going on a ball or some black tie event. When you are walking in the cities like the Canary Wharf, like the city of London, you can see people wearing their business casual, business formal suits, even if they are not working at that very moment. So it feels that they respect themselves. So it feels much better than when you see people in their home pants out there, and just doesn't feel like they respect themselves at all. And even when you get a bit further away from city, you still can see men walking in their work suits, and again it feels very nice. And I'm not used to that from Czech Republic because people almost never wear these kind of suits, and when they are not going to some formal event, they don't wear suits at all. So it feels very nice. The London is at the top of the 3 towns I wanna compare at this small city, like Stockholm, London and Prague. In Stockholm, people are wearing formal suits as well, but not as much as the London people do. And not only the men, even the women are kind of proud of themselves, and it's very unusual for Czech people as well. I don't want to sound that I don't like Czech people, but from the historical perspective, there was a lot of damage made to them, so we are kind of still trying to get out of that and live how do we want and not how we have been affected. And about the English women, it looks like that they are not afraid of telling their age. And what I mean by that, because women in Czech Republic are often coloring their hair, but women here are not doing that. Like, they are almost proud of their gray hair, and I think it's a beautiful habit, beautiful manner. So it supports the generosity, it supports the trustworthiness of themselves. So I kind of like being proud of who you are and how old you are, and not trying to pretend that you are someone else, you have some different age than you have, because everyone is anyway going to notice that. And the last thing I'm going to talk about right now is the quickness and effectiveness of life in London. What I mean by that is that there is almost impossible to just stand and breathe for a while without being tagged by an advertisement, any people. It's almost impossible to hear silence in London. You have to go during night to the underground, and you might hear silence, but otherwise it's impossible to hear silence. It's almost impossible to see through darkness here through night, because there is always something around you. There is nothing that could calm you down. There are huge parks, but for example, when you are living on the other side of London than the park is, you have to go like 2.5 hours to that park. So it's pretty much impossible to go there just on a casual walk. And it looks like that everybody is rushing someplace, achieve something, and the people who don't feel like that, they're pretty much not in London. So that's the thing that you can also feel from London, that you want to achieve something, you want to conquer a world. And I think it's not a bad thing, because that's why the London is made. This is one of the centers of the world, so it has to have this rush. But for the people who don't like that, it's definitely not the right choice. So that's also what I've noticed about London. Even the food looks like that you have to work hard, work long. So for example, the lunch here in London looks like a sandwich, a meal deal. In almost every single shop here in London, you have a meal deal. It's a sandwich, crisps, or some chocolate bar and a drink. You have to eat it in 5 minutes and then go back to work. Not that you have to, but you want to do it because the London force you to feel like you have to conquer the world. So that's another trait that I notice about the London and the London people. So that's it about London, that's it about this video. I hope to see you in the next video. And if you would like to know more about myself, about what do I do, you can visit my website martinsemerad.com. You can look at my Instagram, my Facebook, wherever you want to. I'll be very happy to see you there. Bye guys.